Okay, asibhekele question 5. Trigonometry ke this time. Sinama questions on the 90-degree triangle. Sinama simplification as well as a general solution. In the description box, there's more recordings for this question paper. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Ungakhohlwa ukulike, ukushare, nokusubscribe nangabe new to this channel and uyayithanda content. I would appreciate it. Asibheke u5.1. So for the 5.1 question, basipho 3 sine beta that is equal to 2 and the cos beta is less than 0. Did I say cos or sine la? 3 sine b equal to 2 and the cos must be less than 0. Determine with the aid of a diagram without the use of a calculator the value of the following. 5.1.1 sino 3 cos b minus 1. So the first thing also is actually to rewrite this or simplify this by dividing both sides by 3 so that was what is the value of sine b. What is the value of sine b? Next thing, plot a diagram. Draw a diagram, I mean. Okay, so uma draw a diagram yakho, you look for a quadrant. Kwamele draw an arm, a triangle in whether a quadrant 1, 2, 3 or 4 depending on the information abasipheyo. Okay, igupla cos and negative corner. It's the third quad and the second quad, right? At the same time, la sine anjani a positive corner. Which quadrant is that? It's the second quadrant. It's the second quadrant. So meaning that sizobanani the triangle yethu in the second quadrant. So lana siyobanalo angle beta. Angle beta. Remember, I triangle yakho komele ihlezi uyidraw against the x-axis. So lana sibane y-axis and then lana sibane x-axis. Alright, so sine b from usokatoa we know that we know that sine is always opposite over hypotenuse. This means that lo 2 lona uyoba opposite yethu, which means that lo 2 I, and then the hypotenuse is the r3. Then we are short of ubani of x, which is something okomele si calculate. Ngoba for the first question, but this calculate ubani 3 cos squared b minus 1. We want the value of, so it means that we should make a substitution for cos beta in order to get the value. So the problem is cos, it's adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. You see the problem, man. I don't have x, so I can't substitute anything for x to get cos squared b. Okay, so sizo calculate our x using Pythagoras theorem ngoba sine right angle triangle. So x wethu uzoba equal to x squared equal to r squared minus y squared. I'm subtracting from the hypotenuse. I'm going to subtract from the hypotenuse. So sizoba no x squared equal to what is r 3 minus what is y 2. Then siba no x squared equal to, that's 9 minus 4. 9 4. What is 9 minus 4? That's 5. So what is the square root of, okay, then it's to square up both sides. So total our square root, our answer, it's actually plus minus the square root of 5. Nasithatha a square root, we always say plus minus. But to r wethu uhleza positive, so don't nangabe calculate r, there's no need to do that plus minus thing. Ngoba r yena uhleza positive. But you can do it, but just know that r is always positive. Then x and y, ukuthi your x or y is positive or negative, uzotshelwa a quadrant la ukhona. So in the second quadrant, x wethu kahle kahle kwamele abe njani, abe negative. So the square root, the x is going to be equal to minus square root 5. So sino minus square root 5, next thing esoyenza ke manje is to get le value ka 3 cos squared b minus 1 equal to, then siyoba no 3 open bracket. So cos b is actually adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent ubani minus square root 5 over the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse ubani 3. We square, then city minus 1 equal to 3, and then see a square la, what is minus square root 5 squared 5, then what is 3 squared 9 minus 1, then see a multiplier lana. No, let me just do this. 3 times 5 over 9 with 3 will cancel. Okay, 3 divided by 3, that's 3. 3 divided by 3, that's 1. 9 divided by 3, that's 3. So you get about 5 over 3 la, minus 1 minus 1, then it was about 2 over 3. Answer it, I think. Let's just check. 3 open bracket minus 5, but here without the calculator, so I'm trying to do that without doing solving without the calculator. Squared minus 1. Nice, very nice, very nice. Okay, so this is our answer for 5.1.1. all right, next one, so 5.1.2. then we have a 10 minus b minus 180 degrees. This is equal to, okay, there's two ways of uyenza. You can either apply a sign change rule within the bracket, ne? Remember, this is actually a reduction formula, but I'm a reduction way we always start with the positive angle, then we say minus or plus the acute angle, which is our x or theta or whatever, and then another one is 360, and the angle must be positive, then the acute, the angle, the theta or the x must be plus or minus. So lana, you can either apply a sign change rule so that you make 180 wakwabe positive, or you can just do this. Uti minus b minus 180, then uti plus 360, then uti plus 360. I like to say uti it's almost like you are flipping iloganji position yale formula le, ne? Position yale formula. So by adding by 360, you are actually flipping it in a way, flipping it, quote unquote, flipping it. Sorry. All right, so minus 180 plus the 360, uthola ubani? Uthola a positive 180. So it's gonna be 180 positive. Ngoba minus 180 plus 360 is thola a positive 180. Then like about minus beta. Then we can solve this reduction formula. Then since 180 minus is in the second quad, it means that tan uzoba negative b. So this is the, okay, no, we're not done, because let's solve for that reduction formula. Now we can substitute. So I kumbuli triangle here to tini, y is 2, x is minus square root 2, minus square root 5, sorry. All right, so you about minus in bracket, you by opposite over adjacent, y over x, right? So you about minus open bracket to 2y, and then over the minus square root 5. So the answer you about 2 over square root 5. This is our answer here together. Then siyalapha ku 5.2, another 90-degree triangle footy. 5.2, again, so I rearrange this one. T cos 15 degrees is equal to 4. Again, we solve, divide by t first. 15 degrees is equal to 4 over t. Why? Okay, komele kuhlezi kuba yini, i-trig ratio equal to some value, but this time see express in terms of t. Determine the following in terms of t without the use of a calculator. So for the first one, 5.2.1, according to SOHCAHTOA, we can see that cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent to x, the hypotenuse ubani, r. So in order to answer the first one, let's draw our diagram kanje. So diagram yethu kanje. So the triangle is over first quadrant. How do I know? It's in an acute angle. It's 15 degrees. That's why for such questions, we're able to balance something or express something in terms of p. You always have your triangle in the first quadrant. But the angle, it's an acute angle. Ne? It's an acute angle. So I have r as equal to t. I have x as equal to 4. I don't have y, right? I don't have y. Nyamdinga lo y ngoba la ku 5.2.1. There's sine 15 degrees. The sine 15 degrees. So what I should do is calculate y. So y squared is over equal to r squared minus x squared. Ne? From Pythagoras theorem. Y squared r squared ubani t about t squared la minus x ubani 4. So it's gonna be a 4 squared. Y squared is equal to t squared minus bani 16. Square root both sides again. The answer here too, it's gonna be a plus minus the square root of t squared minus 16. But our y uzoba positive ngoba siku first quadrant. Okay, ngoba siku first quadrant. Then siya substitute again manje. But another thing, always calculate the third angle as well. So sizoti 180 minus 15 minus 90. Sum of angles in the triangle, it's 180. So we have about 75 degrees. Goes about 75 degrees. So 5.2.1 sizoba no sine 15 degrees. It's opposite over hypotenuse. So y nangu hypotenuse, it's the r. So lana siyoba no square root t squared minus 16 divided by hypotenuse, which is t. Then siyalapha ku 5.2.2 sino sine 75 degrees. Nangu ke lo 75. Yabo ukuthi it helps to also calculate the third angle. So sine, it's always opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite x, ya hypotenuse ubani t. So it's gonna be 4 over t. Alright, so 5.2.3 for 3 marks, but to give the answer as a single fraction. So basiphe that. Okay, I'm going to give a space, but 9 things are here. So 5.2.3, and then it 1 minus 10 squared 15 degrees equal to. Then it 1 minus open bracket tan squared 15 degrees. From the sketch, tan 15 degrees, it's y opposite over adjacent. SOHCAHTOA siyabangena. So it's gonna be y over x at opposite over adjacent. We square this. Let's say 1 minus. And then what is the y? Y way to is it 4? No, it's that square root. Okay, so it's that square root. So it's gonna be t squared minus 16 divided by x, which is 4. Then see a square just to be sure. Okay, it's 4. Alright, see a square man. So you have 1 minus, then square root of t squared minus 16 squared, siyahamba le square root. 4 squared sithola ubani u16, right? Sithola u16. Therefore ngoba bathi sibhali answer it as a single fraction, asicedanga la, ne, asicedanga. So I have to multiply both sides. Okay, not both sides, but just say 16 over 16. Basically you are multiplying low 1 by 1, right? But I'm changing that 1 into 16 over 16. Why? So that ngibe nama denominators afanayo. If the denominator la was 15, when you multiply on 15 over 15. If it was 7, when you divide on 7, when you multiply on 7 over 7, we are 1. We are basically multiplying a 1 by a 1, but in the form of a fraction, where the numerator and the denominator are the same. Okay, divided by 16. So the denominators are the same. Nyuvele subtract the ama numerators one, but lena yoifaka kuma bracket because of the sign affects the entire thing lapha. So siyobano 16 minus t squared plus 16 divided by 16. 16 plus 16, that's 32, minus t squared over 16. Answer A2, it's this. It's this. Any questions? Nangabune question ishare lapha kuma comment section, ngizozama ukuphendula ASAP. Alright, so 5.3. What is happening on 5.3? They want us to simplify the following to a single trigonometric function without the use of a calculator. Okay, equal to. This is a co-ratio. In fact, as we solve a piece by, okay, so we solve a piece by piece anyway. So now my formulas, in a reduction formula, not the reduction but the co-ratio, then lanas in a reduction formula, but it's often a good see flip it the same way ne? The same way we did with 280, so etango 360, ne? Then lana we need to reduce this 225. It's an obtuse angle, so you reduce a reduction formula. Lana, nothing to do. Lana, we have a reduction formula. So for this one, it's in a co-ratio, or co-function. 190 minus alpha simtola in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, it's gonna be sine alpha. Ngoba the co-function of a cos to sine. So in the first quadrant, cos unjani positive. So the sine you puma as a positive sine alpha multiplied by sithi wena sine negative alpha minus 540. We are adding 360. Quote on quotes, we are flipping this. Ne? We are flipping this. When I turn 225, I'm gonna reduce you. So ngizoti 180. So the 225 simthola in the fourth quadrant. No, that quadrant I mean. So you have about 225 minus 180. Whoa. Okay. 225. Why need to whoa? It's because of 75 as a special angle. Okay. Alright. Am I 225? 255. Yeah, pela. 45. Nice. Okay. 45 degrees. Okay. Now pressure ihambile ke manje. Pressure ihambile. It's 225, not 255. So I was worried ngoba phuma 75 and 75 is not a special angle. So esikhathini esiningi uma u reduce ama angles, your aim is to actually get a special angle. If you special angle ayiphumi, most of the time something uzokhansela nga something phezulu or ngaphansi, depending ukuthi u reduce kuphi phezulu or ngaphansi. Okay, so lana sino for this one it's 180 plus, so lo sine yoba negative, so it's gonna be minus sine alpha. This 180 plus imthola in the third quadrant equal to siba no sine alpha times sine, open bracket, minus 540 minus 540, come on, minus 540 plus 360 ngithola minus 180. Okay, no stress, asiqhubeke. Ngibhora ukuthi kwamele si-add omunye 360 futhi. Hey, okay, then la 180 plus it's found on the third quadrant, and with third quadrant uthana unjani positive, so it's going to be positive 45 degrees plus, okay, not plus but minus, ngoba this negative multiply that positive, usengifuna ukumultiply la bu sine, so bano minus sine squared alpha equal to sine alpha multiplied by lalang eta ngu 360 again, iyofana na that, yabo ukuthi iyafana na this one, ne? So nang eta 360 to that minus 180, you'll end up with 180 minus alpha. You keep on adding until the angle yakho ibanjani iba positive. So lana tan 45, that's 1 minus sine squared alpha is equal to, ungakhohlwa lana they want us to simplify to a single trigonometric ratio, so la kuyoba sine alpha multiplied by 180 minus second quad to sine positive, so it's going to be a positive lapha. 1 minus sine squared alpha is equal to, so no sine squared alpha divided by, okay, do you, we have already, this thing is actually an identity ka 1. A sine squared alpha plus a cos squared alpha is equal to 1. So nang transpose alo sine ezangapha, I'm left with the cos. So la kuyoba ubani cos alpha, sine squared alpha over cos squared alpha, that's tan squared alpha. So this is our answer, a single trigonometric ratio. Okay, any questions? Okay, angikhulumi mos, angikhulumi, angibuza ama question ngiyaqhubeka ke mina. Ngizala ku 5.4 where we are given 1 minus cos theta equal to 2 sine squared theta. Ku 5.4.1, but it showed that the equation can be written as equal to 0. This is actually a trinomial. We are going to come 5.4.1. Uma u simplify a general solution, ne? Uma ufuna a general solution, the first thing to do is simplify. But how uma u simplify a target yakho is just to get it to a trig ratio equal to some value, ne? To some value. So lana we have to simplify and show that with the simplification here can bring us to this point, 5.4.1. So into engizoyenza ngizotranspose logo to the right, logo to the right. Ngifuna ukuthi sine squared wami ahlezi a positive, so kusala 0 equal to kuba 2 sine squared theta plus cos theta minus 1, ne? Minus 1. When I'm gonna change you into an identity of 1 minus cos squared theta. 0 is equal to 2 1 minus cos squared theta plus cos theta minus 1. So multiply again afterwards. Siba no 2 minus 2 cos squared theta plus cos theta minus 1. Okay, 0 is equal to then wena and wena, ne? Wena and wena are like terms, so salano minus 2. Okay, why did I change sign into this? Komele ngimchange ngoba the answer la ku 5.4.1 there's only abu cos, so the only way to end up with abu cos is to change the sign into its identity. So you have cos squared theta plus cos theta, the 2 and the minus 1 basinikeza ubani 1. Now I wanna factorize the trinomial. It's actually a quadratic equation, manje. We have descending powers from cos squared to cos in a trinomial. Ifana no minus 2x squared plus x plus 1. So lana komele divide ngo minus 1. Why is that? Uma uzo factorize using okay, if uzo factorize a trinomial, your ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Your a komele ahleza positive nangabe uzosebenzisa i-factoring method. Lana sino 0, then lana sino positive 2 cos squared theta, sino minus cos theta, sino minus 1. Ne? Now we can factorize. Open bracket, open bracket, open bracket. Lana 2 cos theta, then lana yoba ubani cos theta, then la yoba 1, a minus 1, and a plus 1, ne? And apply a plus 1. Say most we copy lento vele wayibhala jongo pinjalo. Let me explain. Now tata logo multiply na logo, it should give you this. Now tata this one and this one komele ukunikeza ubani minus 1. So why ngifake lo minus ngapha instead of la? Let me show you. It has something to do with the middle term. I-middle term komele iphume ngale ndlela le. So now place ama factors wakho, just make sure ukuthi you also have the middle term in mind. So the middle term iphuma kanje. So tata le we multiply na le, uthola minus 2 cos theta. Tata le we multiply na le, uthole ubani cos theta. So now uhlanganisa, now add the 2 uzitholela minus cos theta. So iphuma kanjalo i-middle term, ne? Iphuma kanjalo i-middle term yakho. So that's why ngifake minus 1 ngale, and then ngafaka the other one, the positive 1 on the bracket with the 2. Alright, so for the last question, okay, this is the easy part. Nangabe you failed to prove logo or to get to this point, you can just grab ama marks lapho ku 5.4.2. We now have something esibiza ukuthi is zero factor law. So but isithole a general solution. Le bracket leli is equal to 0, or the other bracket minus 1 is equal to 0, then cos is equal to 1, then another cos is equal to minus 1 divided by 2. Alright, divide by 2. So for this one, so thola general solution yakhona ke, cos equal to minus 1 over 2. General solution yakhona izoba ku, okay, first thing, get your reference angle. So now calculate your reference angle yakho uzothi 0.5. it's in fact I think it is shift cos, not sine, shift cos 1 over 2 valley bracket is equal to 60 degrees. Bese uyazibuza ikuphi la cos a negative khona. It's the second quadrant. Then theta wami is equal to 180 minus 60 degrees plus k multiplied by 360, the period of a graph kabani ka cos. Therefore theta is equal to what, 60, 70, 80, so it's 120 la, plus k multiplied by ubani 360, where the k is element of integers. Third quadrant, cos negative as well, so we have 180 plus 60 plus k times 360. Therefore, theta is over equal to 80, 240, just to be sure. Yes, 240 plus k times 360, where k we element of integers, of our integers. Alright, then we get in a general solution for this part. So first thing is total reference angle. I'm thinking 0 degrees now, but let's check. Cos of 1, yes, 0 degrees. Again, when's are the same thing even la, ne? You go below cos a positive corner, you get your solution for those quadrants. Quadrant number 1, you'll have positive corner, you get your general solution. Quadrant number 4, you also get your general solution. I'm leaving this one up to you, ne? Up to you. I think from this point say by easy game much for 5.4.2 ang safuna ukubhora enough la for this one, especially nasosithola le general solution yangapha. Okay, so I hope we enjoy this recording. Leave a like nangabe we enjoy, nangabe boring, leave a dislike. Yeah. Okay, nangabe enjoy content, don't forget to subscribe, share nabangani bakho if uthole some value out of this content. So for now, izobona on the next session. Bye bye.